Whoa, hey, what? What's going on here? What? What is this? Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. This is an animation. And yes, I did this by myself.
Whoa, man, you did this by yourself?
Yeah, man, pretty cool, huh?
Whoa, you're like some kind of pro or something? Like, that's so cool, man. Like, whoa, man, whoa, wow. Seriously, wow.
Whoa. No, this is actually my...
I like surfing, man.
That's cool. This is actually my first time doing something like this, and I wanted to try something a little bit different, so I wanted to challenge myself a bit. Not that life isn't challenging enough as it is, but who doesn't like a good challenge, right? This guy. So, as some of you may know, some of you as in my family and my friends, and probably the only people who's watching this right now. Hey everybody, today is my birthday. Yay! Today as in when I wrote this and not when I actually posted this video.
How old are you?
That's not important. What's important is that I'm getting older, and I thought it was a great idea to tell you guys some stories about my childhood instead of reminiscing about it by myself. Cause that just makes me want to cry.
You're old.
Like everybody else, I too was a child, and we grew up to become something wonderful, something amazing, and something magical. I, however, haven't got there yet, but one day I will. I was born in a lovely place called Dalbeau in the province of Quebec, Canada. That's right, I am French Canadian. French Canadian. That was a terrible French accent. We didn't move to Victoria, British Columbia until I was about 5 years old, and I can still remember a lot of things from where I used to live. And I was a hyper child, like any other child with a huge imagination, and full of sugar. Like, imagine giving a turtle a bag of sugar and it ends up running off walls, screaming gibberish, and then start fighting ghost ninjas? Well, that was me, minus the sugar and the cavities. But I was also pretty mean too. Right? Me. So we lived in this upper suite in this big house owned by a sweet elderly couple who lived on the main floor. And our entrance to our place was in the backyard, so there was a really long stairs that leads to our suite. And I'm not exaggerating how high this thing was. I can't believe my parents even let me walk up and down this thing. Thanks, Mom. Then again, I don't even remember walking up these stairs at all. Huh. So one day a friend and I were hanging out and we were looking for something to do. By the way, I don't actually remember her name, so let's just give her a name. Let's call her Julia. Hey Julia. I was 3 at the time and Julia was 4. Julia came up with this great idea to pull a prank on my poor landlords, and me being a younger brother thinking she's so smart because she's older than me, I was totally up for it. We came up with this evil plan to fill their mailbox with, wait for it, pine cones. Yep, you heard me, pine cones, the devil's poop. Back then, I thought pine cones were poop, like poop from trees, and they can't move anywhere because they're so big that they just have to poop right there in your backyard. And then I picked them up. So we would grab as much pine cones as we can and fill their mailbox, and then once we were done that, we would ring their doorbell and run away into a bush somewhere to watch the reaction from afar. They won't even know it's us. This poor old man answers the door, confused out of his mind, starts looking around to see who's there. Then he finally realizes his mailbox full of pine cones, and you can see some of the pine cones falling out of it. He was so angry. He started yelling something at us, but we didn't make out what he said because we were laughing so hard. And we did it again a few more times after that. Honestly, I don't remember how many times, but it was a lot. Thinking about it now at this age, that wasn't that funny. But then at the time, oh man, hilarious. And just when you thought it was over, no, there's more. So one day, I decided to do it again. But this time, it was just me. I thought I should spice it up a bit, and so I decided to grab something else along with these pine cones. And I chose, out of all the things I could have grabbed, like rocks, branches, dirt, I chose flowers. They were the best choice. Oh yeah, they won't even know what hit them. Yeah. As I finished up filling the mailbox, and just when I was about to add the flowers, the door swings open. And this time, it was his wife. And little me still standing there holding these flowers in one hand and the other arm reaching for the mailbox. We make eye contact. Oh hello, she says. By the way, this was in French, so she was like, oh bonjour. Just thought you forgot or something. Probably not. I quickly reacted and handed her the flowers, saying that I got these for her. She was so happy and said I was a sweet boy she didn't even notice that the pine cones were in her mailbox. Honestly, I am quite impressed on how I handled that, especially at the age of 3. Who knew I was capable of doing that? I even amazed myself sometimes. She brought me into her home, and there he was, the old man sitting at the dining room table, watching me as I walked closer to him. "Look, darling, he brought me some flowers. What a sweetheart," she says. And he just glared at me with those eyes. I knew what those eyes were saying. "You little devil. I knew it was you the whole time. You can't fool me." I had one flower left in my hand. I walked out to him and placed it in front of him. Then she gave me a cookie and I was on my way. Woo! Looking back at it now, I feel so bad for doing this. Like really, if I could, I would definitely smack myself. And if you're watching this, I am so sorry. Then again, I really hope they're alive right now. Whew, well look at the time. I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. It was actually a lot of fun to make. And I wanted to try something different and finally put my artistic abilities to work. Hopefully I can share some more stories about my life and share some more other fun, exciting things about me. Or not, it's really up to you guys, I guess. It's not that exciting, whatever. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you guys made it to the end of this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. The more you share, the more motivated I am to create these things. Like really, please do. I'm counting on you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye!